and welcome to Jagee's Cookbook. This is a very special episode because it's a very colorful and nutritional episode, and it is full of, very good information too. Now, this special episode is full of fruits. Now, that is one of my most favorite items, or one of my most favorite things, because, well, you can call me a fruit addict. I actually hyperventilate when there aren't any fruits in my house, and I have to go shopping for fruits and buy it and keep it in my house, and then hallelujah, I'm at peace. So this time I'm going to show you two different ways of eating fruits, which are really good for you. And usually what happens is, when the way they serve fruits out here, I've seen, is they just chop up fruits, all sorts of fruits, into little pieces and plonk it all into a plate. And then they either mix it with cream, ice cream, or any sort of custard, and they just serve it. Now, what happens is you can't even notice what these fruits are and what they've actually put in. That is not the way fruits, according to me, should be served. It should be fresh, very beautiful looking, and yet very tasty. Now, I'm going to show you two sorts of dressings. First of all, it's a butterscotch sauce, which you can actually eat with fresh fruits. Okay, and the second one is a simple fruit salad, which this consists of 3 different types of fruits. And yes, you'll all enjoy it, so keep on watching. Now, for the first part of it is that I'm going to actually do butterscotch sauce. Now, first, how we do the butterscotch sauce is, well, we need, the concept of this is we actually have very fresh and hard fruits, what we use in this particular thing. So we actually serve a butterscotch sauce, and then what we do is we serve cut hard fruits like pineapples, apples, pears, any sort of hard fruits. Soft fruits won't go with this. So now I've got some pineapple cut here, and then I'm going to cut up some apples, okay? And first of all, let me make the butterscotch sauce, which is absolutely yummy. First of all, what we need is to light the pan, and around 50 grams of unsalted butter. Now, it can be salted butter because we need a little bit of salt in this particular sauce. So it can be salted butter. Here, this is unsalted butter, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt too. So first of all, let me just 50 to 55 grams of salted butter. With this, I'm going to add around half a cup of brown sugar. Okay? And let this melt, okay? Now, to this, what we need to add is, so half a cup of brown sugar and around 50 to 55 grams of unsalted butter, together with 1 tablespoon of honey, okay? 1 tablespoon of honey. Lovely. Yes. 1 tablespoon of honey, just put it back, and just give it a mix. Okay, now let this simmer well. Very simple, yet a very lovely sauce. So when this actually melts, what we need is 3/4 cup of fresh cream. 3/4 cup of fresh cream. In that goes. Lovely. Let's get this whole thing in and just whisk everything in. Add a pinch of salt. Okay, a pinch of salt. 2 pinches. Okay, that balances everything because it's a bit sweet. The honey and the sugar is a bit sweet, so we want to balance everything. Now, there is an important ingredient, okay, and that is vinegar. Okay, a little bit of vinegar, just a bit. That is probably 1 teaspoon or something. Just a bit. Now you may wonder why I'm adding this. This is just to balance everything. So it won't be sickly sweet. Let it simmer and let it turn into a lovely sauce. You need to just simmer it for around half a minute or so. And just off it. Keep on stirring, and this will keep on thickening, okay? Now, the last thing we do is we need to add around a half a teaspoon vanilla essence, or as I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of butterscotch extract, okay? A little, teeny little bit, okay? That's it, okay? And just keep on stirring it. Now, this should be actually done when the heat is off. Don't put it when the heat is on. Okay, now take it off and just keep on stirring it. Now, what you have to do is, it's finished. All you have to do is just serve it in a beautiful a bowl or something with some fresh fruits. Okay, now I've got a platter of fresh pineapples here. I'm going to cut up some apples and everything. So let this cool and then I'll transfer. By that time, I'm going to deal with these apples, okay? So I've got a lovely green apple. This is for the color, okay? A lovely red one and a yellow one. Now, so what I'm going to do first is I need some orange juice. Now, why I need the orange juice is apples tend to oxidize when they react with oxygen. So they actually become brown. You must have noticed when we cut up apples, they become brown after some time. That's called oxidization. Now, to prevent that, what we do is we dip it in orange juice or even lemon juice or even salt water. That will keep its color, or it won't let it discolor. So now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to deal with the green apple. I'm going to use an apple corer and I'm going to core the apple. Okay. Just take it out. So I just took out the apple. And what I do is just cut it into wedges. Now, the shapes are according to you, whatever you like. You can actually do one thing. You can actually take out, these skewers, the wooden skewers. I think I have some. Yeah, these type of skewers. Actually, you can put in, or you can skewer in different fruits and just serve it on. It'll look beautiful. So, in fact, I can do that. In fact, I probably do that. That's a good idea. Dip it in. I'll just keep it in orange juice. Okay. And then let's deal with the red apple. Okay. Yellow one. Okay. Now what I do is, with a skewer, just take it out. You can actually add some grapes, which I happen to have. You don't have to dip this in orange juice because it won't discolor. Now, finally, our colorful fruit platter is ready, okay? Now, first of all, what we have to do, you must have noticed the butterscotch sauce, okay? Oh, it's become really lovely and thick, okay? All I have to do is transfer this into a beautiful bowl. Lovely. It's totally yummy. And then, it's finally ready, okay? What you have to do is actually, you take You can arrange in any creative things. It should be fresh and hard fruits, not soft fruits. It should be hard. Okay, pineapples, apples, pears, they are the best for these. Even grapes are really good. But all the other soft ones like mangoes or probably peaches or anything, that would be, it wouldn't be a good thing for this. Now, so what we have to do here is just serve with this and the butterscotch sauce, and I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. Next one is a very refreshing one. Now, usually, like I said, fruit salads, well, they do is they cut up all different types of fruits and make a mess out of it. Or in Malayalam, we can call it avial. We don't have to do that. Usually, it's always good to keep 3 fruits for a fruit salad. That's the best option, so that you can taste all these 3 and it remains fresh and it remains crisp. That's the beauty of it. So you have to think it in that terms. And also, you won't be confused of what you're eating. Okay, so here, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take colorful fruits. So first of all, it should appeal to your eyes, and then obviously it should the flavors also should complement each other. So here I'm going to use strawberries, and I've got some cut papayas, which are beautiful and orange here, and red strawberries, and some kiwi fruit. Okay, and then to go along with that, you can eat it as fresh as possible. It's always best to eat fruits as fresh as possible without adding too much of things, because that's the way you can actually really savor the flavors of the fruits. Now here I've got some apricots. This is for the sauce. These are dried apricots. Okay. Now what I have done is I actually soaked these apricots in some orange juice last night, the previous night. So it has been soaking in a bit of orange juice for probably 12 hours. And if you've noticed, the apricots have actually plumped up. Okay, and they have soaked all the orange juice, which is a good sign. What we have to do is put a little sugar in it, and all we have to do is just blend it into a sauce. Voila, you'll get a wonderful apricot sauce, and it's absolutely delicious. So simple and so wonderfully tasty. So first of all, what we need is we need to cut up our strawberries. Okay. Just cut up in any sizes or shapes you like. Lovely. The smell. Always, like I said, always enjoy the flavors, the smell, the texture of the fruit. Now, this particular fruit salad, the flavors are going to complement each other, the colors are going to complement each other, and the textures are going to complement each other. Okay, so I'm going just to plop these beautiful red strawberries inside this bowl. Next, what we have is a kiwi fruit. Now, we all know kiwi fruit looks like the bird kiwi. The bird kiwi is brown and looks something like this, the color. But inside, when you cut the kiwi fruit, it's absolutely vibrantly green, which is, it is absolutely gorgeous to look at. Now, you can keep the peel on if you want to. You can. But now, the whole purpose of this fruit salad is it should be visually appealing. So, it should, the green and the red and the orange of the papaya should complement each other. So, if I put the brown, it's not going to really work out that much. So, that's why I'm going to peel it. Very, very easy. Just peel off. So, just cut the kiwi. Okay, just look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so in that goes. Just look at that. Beautiful. Now, this is almost done. And like I told you, I'm going to actually use 3 fruits, okay? So strawberries, kiwi, and I've already got some ripe papaya, which has been cut up into chunks, okay? So just a bit. There. And then what we need to do is add a bit of sugar, just a bit. If you don't want to, don't. just a bit of sugar. Now, this draws out the juices of the particular fruit salad. All you do is just keep it aside, and yes, your fruit salad, okay, is more or less done. Very simple fruit salad is ready, and with that, my apricot sauce. As I told you before, the previous night I had actually soaked some dried apricots in some orange juice, okay, a little bit of orange juice, so that we mix it together in a blender, or I've got a hand blender here, and we've got an apricot sauce which is absolutely tasty. Now here, you can, if you want to, don't add, fruits have natural sugar. I'm going to add just a bit of it, just a bit, not too much, okay, and then with a hand blender, okay, I'm just going to puree this into a lovely sauce. Now, because it has been soaked in orange juice for at least 12 hours overnight, it's going to really blitz up very, very easily. Now, if you think that the juice isn't enough, okay, you can pour a little more orange juice to make it the consistency you want. Now, you can do the same thing with mangoes. Mangoes and orange juice, oh, they're absolutely very tasty. But obviously, mangoes are not in season now. So I had to opt for dried apricots. Okay, so now this is done. All we have to do is transfer this into a waiting beautiful plate. Gorgeous. Okay, so we've got our apricot sauce, which can be served with our fresh, beautiful fruit salad. And this is going to be a total treat. So you can serve this fresh like this, and people who want to actually eat it individually, individual servings, they actually take a dish of their own and take whatever fruits or how much they want, and then serve the sauce how much they want. It's always better to leave it up to them and let them decide what they want, instead of you serving something that probably it might be too much for them or too little for them or anything. So just leave it to them, especially children. Let them learn to serve themselves. It's a good way of, well, preparing them for the future. Now, the next thing we've got, remember, okay, so just keep this aside. We've got two sauces. In this episode, we made two sauces. Okay, that is our butterscotch sauce, and we made our really healthy apricot sauce. Now, a beautiful thing you can do is just make these sauces and serve it with ice cream. Okay, you can serve it with vanilla ice cream, is the best option. Wait, I'll show you. I've got one served here. What I have to do is just pour it on here. Oh, gorgeous. Lovely. You can put the fruits if you want, but personally I don't like mixing fruits with ice cream. It doesn't go with me. And our next one is, well, again, a vanilla ice cream, and we just pour on the butterscotch sauce, okay? Lovely. Totally sweet, delicious. Okay. Serve it according to your own liking, okay? Butterscotch, apricot sauce, fruit salad, all a lovely treat. I know you'll try it because it's so fresh, so delicious, so attractive.